Thank you for joining us during our weekly hybrid MLS breakfast meeting. My name is Tomas Wong with Coldwell Banker George Realty, and I am your May program chair. So at this time, please always stand up and take a moment of silence to reflect on the victims of the recent shooting in Texas. Can we all do that? Thank you. You can all be seated. Our thoughts and prayer go to the immediate family and friends of the victims. Now I would like to call Brian Chen, our president, to do our Pledge of Allegiance.
Good morning, everybody. It is my pleasure and honor to lead you in the pledge to our great country. Please face the flag and sign with me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Brian. Now I'm going to call David. He's going to do the inspirational quote.
Good morning. It's my great honor to cite the inspiration quote this morning. It came to my heart. You know, look around all the crises around us. So it's just kind of meaningful to say, you cannot change your faith, but you can change your attitude. You cannot change the weather, but you can always bring an umbrella. And you can actually change your wealth just by buying a 50-50 ticket for me. Thank you.
Thank you, David. By the way, David, you forgot to. That was your own version of the Amy Tan. Yeah, that's your addition because I called him to share a quote from our famous novelist Amy Tan. Thank you, David. Okay, a few housekeeping tips. All participants will be muted upon entry to the MLS breakfast meeting. And should you have a question or comments, please remember to enter into the chat box. Please remember to join us weekly as we will have our hybrid MLS breakfast meetings every Thursday at 9 a.m. As always, this meeting is being recorded and will be available online on your YouTube channel under Wsgbr Valley Realtors. Please remember to follow Wsgbr social media on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can also watch all our pre-recorded videos on YouTube. Join our text message group for updates. Text WSGBR to the number 888-304-4055. A quick tip. Huddle is free for C.A.R. members. You can use the app for self-employment taxes. That makes it easy. You get real-time quarterly tax estimates, and it lets Huddle Premium automatically track your income, expense, and tax deduction. This highly rated app is now free for all C.A.R. members. You can visit tinyurl.com and follow the numbers to claim your free premium account today. Today's agenda consists of our affiliate spotlight, Sylvia Mora from Loyalty Escrow, followed by Brian Chen with our C.A.R. updates. Just a reminder that to be eligible for today's drawing, you must be a Wsgbr member, and if virtual, your name must be displayed to win. No telephone number will be accepted. We will be having an attendance drawing, Wsgbr store gift card drawing, and the 50-50 raffle. Today, our affiliate spotlight will be brought to you by the affiliate committee chair, Brandon Saraski, and the vice chair, Joseph Noyen. The floor is yours, Sylvia.
Hi, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Well, I'm very grateful that you guys chose me to be the affiliate on the spotlight, and I'm going to talk a little bit about myself. I've been on the real estate business for about 13 years. I started as a TC for one of my broker, and I worked for him for 12 years. And within the same brokerage, we also opened an escrow in-house, and that's how I got into the escrow world. I've been doing escrow for about 12 years, and this past year, me and my now partner, Diana, we decided to open up our own escrow company. So that's how we now are Loyalty Escrow. What else can I say about myself? I do transaction coordinating as well. I do have my real estate license. I do not practice the sales, but I still have it. I am a notary as well, and I do speak Spanish fluently. I have two beautiful daughters. I am happily married. And what else can I say about me? Oh, very important, guys. We're gonna have our grand opening June the 4th from 12 to 6. So you guys are more than welcome to come by to our office and visit us. Believe our office address and our information is available with you guys at the Wsgbr board. And if not, we do have our website as well, where you can go and get it, or give us a call, email us. My email address is there. My office phone number is there as well. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else can I tell you about myself. That's pretty much what I prepared for you guys today. And again, I'm very honored to have the time that you guys gave me to introduce myself and be able to, to get to know everyone a little bit more personally and professionally as well.
Thank you, Sylvia. Thank you for taking the time to introduce yourself. Moving on, we will now have our affiliate introduction for today. All affiliates present, please line up at the front. And please remember to support our affiliate with your transactions. Where's everyone today? You gotta wake up. Okay, we're gonna start with, I'm gonna start with the affiliates that are joining us virtually. So I'm gonna start with Yuri Cho.
Yes, good morning. Happy
Morning.
Good morning. Happy San Gabriel board member. I'm a senior loan officer, and I speak Chinese and English. Let me help you get your clients approved and get it closed. Have a great Memorial Day weekend. Thank you.
Thank you, Yuri. Next, we have Teresa Lam.
She's not here.
She's not. John Watts.
Good morning, everyone. John Watts with Snap NHD. For all your NHD tax and environmental needs, I will be working through the holiday, and have a wonderful, with your families, a wonderful and safe Memorial Day weekend and holiday. Thank you. My information in the chat.
Yolanda Martinez Arenas. Hi, Yolanda. Are you muted?
I think I'm unmuted.
Okay, you are unmuted right now. We can hear you now. Yolanda, you?
I think I'm having some audio problems. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. Yolanda Martinez Arenas, WFG National Title Company. I want to wish everybody a happy and safe Memorial Day weekend. Don't forget that sunscreen. And just a friendly reminder that the county recorder offices are closed this Monday, okay? Have a wonderful day and productive. Thank you.
Thank you. Mark Wu.
Not here.
Yeah. Sandy Franco. Sandy, are you there?
I am. I had to unmute. Sandy Franco, First American Home Warranty. Have a fabulous weekend and stay safe.
Okay, thank you. That's all we have for.
Yes.
Okay, Joseph, you can start. Now we have our affiliates present today.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Joe Haggerty. I'm with Orange Coast Title. Have a great day. Thank you.
Hi, guys. Good morning. Andrew Tang, First American Title. Have a wonderful caravan. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. Lucia Tam representing C.A.R, Chinese American Real Estate Professional Associations. Have a great holiday weekend and please stay safe. Thank you.
Good morning again, David Chen with Home Warranty. I sometimes look like a cowboy, sometimes look like a bandit, but either way, they said I look good with my mask on. Thank you.
Thank you, David. Now we are happy to include open pitching to our virtual MLS breakfast meeting. Today we have a listing from Alice Dykeman of Remax Elite Realty. Yes, please go in the front. I was expecting you virtually. That's the surprise.
Yeah, no, it's not surprise. Can't wait this.
For me.
For a long time for the open kitchen and a caravan. Hello, everybody. This is Alice Dykeman, Remax Elite. 777 is Valley number 14 in Alhambra. It is senior complex. 2-bedroom, 2-bath.
Alice, could you please closer to the mic because people virtually they won't be able to hear you. So get
Right.
closer to the mic.
Okay,
Please.
I'm experienced. Okay. 777 East Valley, number 14 in senior complex in Alhambra. 2-bedroom, 2-bath, wood floor, face the pool, and you can have the view of the mountain and the community. Shows real nice. Caravan today 10 to 1. Please help me sell it. Thank you.
What's the price?
608. 608,000.
Thank you, Alice. Thank you for sharing. You say six what?
608,000.
Oh yeah. Wait a minute. It says 428.
No.
That's the raw listing.
This is the wrong one. Oh my
This
goodness.
one is 999.
Yeah,
It says
no.
777.
What happened, Belen?
I don't know.
So what you were sharing was that the actual listing or not? So what is your listing?
That's why you see it's sold. Okay, sorry about that. I don't know why. My new listing for caravan today.
This was the listing that was sent, the listing number that was sent.
Complex 14 is a senior complex. 999 is not. Okay, sorry about that. I don't know why.
Yes, 77 is that yeah, it's very familiar. 777. No, East Valley. Yeah, it's a senior complex.
Senior complex, no age restriction to buy, but you do have to be 55 and older. If a couple, one need to be 55, the other need to be 45 and older. Okay, thanks.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for clarifying. Okay, now moving on. Now help me welcome our guest speaker, 2022 Wsgbr President and the Assistant Regional Chair, Brian Chen.
Thank you very much, Thomas. And it is quite a pleasure to come here and look at all of you lovely faces. It's been too long since we see each other and gather in real life meetings. As you know, C.A.R, California Association of Realtors, have 3 business meetings each year. One in the winter, one in April, which we call the spring meeting, and one in October, which used to be 4 meetings, one for each quarter, but they changed to 3. And the mid-year meeting, which is a spring meeting, is always at the Sacramento, our state capital. And the main purpose is to meet with legislatures and to promote or invite them to support or oppose certain bills that C.A.R. see as a threat to home ownership or threat to our real estate industry as a whole. And sitting in front of you is some of the panelists who have attended the C.A.R. Sacramento business meetings. But virtually in the air, I also would like to introduce three people to you. Advance the slide. Thank you. Okay, we have legislative day guests that we have also sent who are not C.A.R. directors to meet with the legislatures. And this year we have sent Dora Leong, William Wei, and Zhang Wu. And Dora Leong and Zhang Wu, they are the key contacts for our Assemblyman Mike Fong, which Thomas will be talking about a little bit about our meetings with Mike Fong. And William Wei, I believe you are online. Are you there? These are the three people. They are the first time visiting the state capitol, representing West and Gabriel. William, are you there?
He's there.
Okay. Dora Leong and Zhang Wu, I would like to invite them. Can you unmute them?
They are unmuted.
Like to invite them to just say something about how their first time visit experience has, enlightened them about the broader vision of local real estate.
They are both unmuted.
Okay.
Hi, good morning.
Who is this?
This is William. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Sorry, I can't turn on my video right now.
No problem.
But yeah, it was a great experience for me as a first-time comer. And I was really grateful that it was on the scholarship from the board. The experience was it was phenomenal to be at the state capitol, not on leisure, but on a business, meeting all the representatives that represent our city and also, others. It was just a great experience. And it was also my first outing with, the great people from West and Gabriel Valley Realtors. And I just feel honored. And I would love to do this again and again, on my own dime and time. So thank you very much.
Thank you, William. Dora, are you there?
Yes.
Hi, Dora.
Hi, good morning, President Chen, and also our Assistant Regional Chair. Good morning, our fellow members. My name is Dora. I'm a key contact of the California Association Realtor, representing for our 49th District Assembly member, Mike Fong. This is my first time attending this wonderful legislative day with about 2,000 realtors in this industry, fly to Sacramento on April 27 and 28. This is so important because we have opportunity to learn and meet and greet with, and also educate our legislator. They are Susan Rubio, our Senator Susan Rubio, and also talking about the budget bill, and also Assembly Member Mike Fong. We have opportunity to present two bills, 2710 and also 2050. The most important thing I think is we have opportunity to represent our clients and also our industry to speak up some hot issues like home ownership, private property rights, just like our president mentioned before. Again, without our board of director and staff to push this, encourage us to go over there. So I want a special thanks for all our board director today and staff. And this is a great event annually. 2 years ago, we haven't had a chance. This is our first time for the last 2 years. We look forward to see more faces for the near future for next year. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And John Wu is attending his daughter's school play this morning. And he said he'll try, if possible to join us on cell phone. Is John Wood also online?
No.
No. Then anyway, I would also ask Tomas now to share with you about our meetings with Mike Huang, what we discussed, and some of the hot issues.
Thank you. Hello. Thank you, Brian. Yeah, like what Brian was saying. Let's see. My report is going to be. It's going to be about the briefing meeting that we had with the assembly member. I don't see the microphone.
Yeah, it is working.
It's working.
It is working.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had the meeting with assembly member Mike Phone and on the legislative day. And C.A.R. I just want to give you a background, and Dora already shared. C.A.R. appointed 3 key contacts, and I'm one of them, along with Dora Leon and John Wu. So basically, our task is to be the key contact for the assembly member, and mainly is to build relationship. And we took the opportunity to meet him on that legislative day, and we are basically acting as lobbyists. What we want to do is we want to take the opportunity to present the hot key bills, assembly bill. We take the opportunity to present it to him so he can be on board, and he can also have the time to review it and be an advocate for what we are proposing to him. So that's mainly the objective of the meeting. So when we went out there with Brian Chen, the president-elect, and the executive staff, we also invited other associations of Citrus Valley. So what we end up doing, we presented 2 key bills. Nanette, can you share the first one? So the first assembly bill is 2050 by Lee and Carrillo. It is also LS Act restriction. The C.A.R. opposes, that's what the C.A.R. stands for, this bill. So AB 2050, which is forces property, just to give you what does that really means. It forces the property owners to stay in the rental housing business for at least 5 years.
Before they can sell.
Before they can sell the property. And then why the C.A.R. is opposing the AB 2050. The reason for that is because it forces housing providers to stay in business even when they cannot afford to do so and are losing money. So that's one of the reasons C.A.R. is opposing. The other one is because it prevents owners from moving in their extended family, including elderly or alien family members. That's one of the reasons. So for those of you who already received the red alert, this bill, as we speak, is still under review in the assembly. So if you got that red alert, please contact the assembly member Mike Phone, so he can also oppose this bill 2050. The other assembly bill that we went over with assembly member was the rental property right of first offer. The C.A.R. also opposes this bill 2710 by Carla. What is it all about? It prohibits rental property owners from offering the property for sale unless they first offer it to the so-called qualified entities. Who are the qualified entities? Those are the existing tenant and non-profit corporations. Why C.A.R. opposes AB 2710? It opposes because it harms property owners that need to sell quickly due to personal circumstances. The other thing is it places undue financial hardship on property owners. And last but not least, it exposes small property owners to cumbersome procedures and possibly to costly and time-consuming lawsuits. After we presented this aid bill on that same week, we heard that because of the C.A.R. opposed that, because of the C.A.R., this bill did not pass. It got defeated. So this is a good example that when you renew your membership, the C.A.R. membership, we ask you to donate. We ask you to contribute to the it's called ALF fund, the impact fund, and the LCRC. Typically, by default, you contribute $49, but I think you can step up and contribute $149. That's the true cost of doing business. So I encourage you, all the members, to participate and contribute to this fund because it's for a good cause. It's all about property rights, home ownership, and you as a realtor, you'll benefit with C.A.R. getting involved with all these bills. Back to you, Brian. That's
Thank
all
you.
I have.
And in addition of meeting with Mike Huang, we also met with Senator Susan Rubio. And in Senator, there wasn't any Senate bills that's in discussion, but C.A.R. has supported the state budget by requesting a special funding, $200 million in the budget for down payment assist programs and $400 million in development of deed restricted townhomes ownership programs for builders to offer to people with low to moderate income to purchase homes, because as we know, the median home price is now approaching $800,000. So some of those first-time home buyers really need to get some down payment assistance to help them buy their first home. And I think the line that I have fed to Susan Rubio is compared to the state 45 to 65 billion surplus. These $600 million funding is all but drop of water, okay, in the pond, but it could be the fountain of hope for new homeowners ownership. So now let me move over to let the committee make their reports. Earl Knudsen. Earl, are you there? Earl.
Give me a second. Let's unmute him.
Mute myself?
Okay,
Can you?
yeah, go ahead.
Can
Go
you
ahead,
hear me
Earl.
now?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay. To everyone, both there and in the Zoom, I'm going to go a little fast because there's some, I'm combining a little bit of taxation, federal committee, and risk management. So basically, right now that C.A.R. has passed on passing any motion about local taxes, such as transfer tax on your closing statement and escrow. And many cities and many counties are changing those rates right now. So it would be helpful if you're selling in different cities, like in downtown LA or San Diego, to ask the escrow officer, what is the transfer tax? And let the buyer know, because there may be much different rates than you're used to seeing right now in LA County where we are. So right now that legislation isn't ready, but C.A.R. realizes there's a bonanza going on because Northern California has a debt with the fire damages. So there's a lot of things going on. Also, over the last 10, 15 years, voters in California have voted for exemptions, local tax, property tax exemptions for veterans, for seniors, for ADA disabled, for schools. None of those tax exemptions in the state of California have ever been implemented. And somebody filed a lawsuit. And C.A.R. is absolutely shocked. So they are developing legislation right now that will force the state to create a committee to figure out where people go if they are entitled to an exemption. How do you get it and get on the list and take advantage of it? So that's basically it on right now legislation. The SB 1456, there is a problem in some of the inner cities. There's pressure for low-income housing. Well, many investors have found out there is a bonanza of money to make in low nonprofit corporations doing low-income housing. So they're actually pushing out the government. Some of the cities are being outbid by private entities, private investors doing nonprofit low-income housing. This seems like free competition and it seems very good. However, there is SB 1456, which basically is opposed by Weinstein and the AIDS Foundation, but actually many people are for it, because what is happening is those private entities, see, there are fees, there are county fees, there are city fees, there are utility fees in any project. So instead of it just being free for those investors, they're going on the backs of the city. They're deferring them back onto the city budget when they build. So there's no consistency between the government and private entities that are building nonprofit low-income housing. So that's a problem that's going on, okay? And there is a bill, AB 1771. It may take you by surprise. It took me by surprise. There were so many things that took me by surprise. It's called a transaction fee, and it would be a 25% surcharge on any homeowner in California who stays in the home less than 7 years. It's almost like a silent second, scam call. It's almost like a silent second on the property if you sell early. So we probably feel like that will never get through, but there's legislation like that popping up. On the federal level, the biggest thing that NAR wants right now is more housing. There's a housing shortage throughout the United States. So there are bills like HR 5376 called the Downtown Act and 4759, the Revitalization Act. And these sound good. They sound positive. They're talking about going into blighted commercial areas where shopping malls have been closed, where there's actually no tenants, and going in and letting developers do mixed use, converting the mall into some commercial, but new residential, and maybe include low-income housing. So those are federal goals, and they want that to keep going, okay? On risk management, I just wanted to just say a couple of points that really kind of hit us hard. And one is there's a lot of lawsuits going against buyer's agents right now that violate Article 12 of the Code of Ethics. And what it is, and as we all know, it's agents writing non-contingent offers. And the buyers are buying backed out based on condition of property. Okay, when you advise you're a buyer and what it's like making a non-contingent offer, sometimes buyers still in their mind are going to find some things not acceptable that may pop up in the home inspection report. So that failure, the agents are getting in trouble because the buyer gets an attorney and says, you failed to explain to me the whole process of buying a home. You were unprofessional in your practice, and they're claiming damages against the buyer's agent. Now, what C.A.R. is advising is if you have, or if any agent who's a buyer's agent who has a buyer that is going to cancel a contract, they're asking that you consider, don't do it. You not cancel, but don't you personally do it. The moment a buyer says, I want to cancel, and you say, or if a situation where there may or may not be a contingency, let the buyer get a lawyer. Advise them immediately right now. Let the cancellation form, the actual cancellation form, be filled out with a cover letter from an attorney. You step out. You don't give legal advice on how to cancel the escrow and argue with the other agent, the listing agent. Just step back and let a lawyer handle the cancellation because it's cancellations is on the rise. It's 10% nationally as of April. So as you know, May will probably even be higher than April.
Earl,
Yes, sir.
We need to move ahead.
Okay, defensible space is important. You may sell property in Big Bear or Arrowhead, and yes, there are inspections required. And if you don't know and you're the buyer's agent, you could be in trouble. Many of them say thin the trees and so forth. 3-day notice to quit is no longer usable for C.A.R. It's now the PRQ. It's now 30 days or quit. So don't use a 3-day pay or quit. If you're dealing with income property, use a 30-day pay or quit. Also, box 16 on your RP8, it's always the burden of the buyer's agent to verify that they delivered the offer. If you're leaving box 16 on the RPA blank without your email and phone number, then you didn't give proper notice and you could be found at fault. And no deposit in escrow is considered breach of contract, as you know, and there are many sellers now suing the buyer and the buyer's agent for that deposit. So that it's almost like going fishing and catching a dead fish, and the listing agents are getting sick of it and they're getting attorneys. So that wraps it up, Brian. But it was an amazing week. There was so much more in actually all of these things. Things are changing rapidly. And
thank you, Earl. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
okay,
you're
next
welcome.
We all have Tseng, who is going to give a brief report, please. Here, use the mic.
Hello. I attended the local government policy committee. The mission of the local government policy committee is to develop and encourage local association advocacy goals consistent with the C.A.R. goals. It will evaluate government policy on issues of particular concern to local associations and emerging local policy issues affecting housing. The committee will look at ways to encourage and increase local realtor involvement and effectiveness in the political process. The committee will make recommendations to the legislative and/or federal issue committees. The presidings were the chair, Tamara Sminsky, vice chair, Scott Brady, vice chair, Joe Furtado, and there were only one action items discussed during the committee, which is Regional Housing Agency in San Diego, SB 1105. Proposed by Senator Huang, so introduced SB 1105 in 22nd, which seeks to establish the San Diego Regional Equitable and Environmentally Friendly Housing Agency, also known as the SDREEFHA. The SB 1105 seeks to generate funding to assist in affordable housing activities and authorizes the agency to impose special taxes on real property, which includes a parcel tax, a gross receipts business license tax, a special business tax, a documentary transfer tax, a special land value windfall tax, and a commercial linkage fee. Local associations have expressed concerns that SB 1105 is no longer a regional matter, and as it can spread to other locations of the state of similar laws if it passes. The associations in San Diego County have submitted resolutions from their board of directors asking this policy committee to consider recommending policy to the C.A.R. board of directors. There were discussions about what position, if any, should C.A.R. adopt on SB 1105, which seeks to establish the San Diego Regional Equitable and Environmentally Friendly Housing Agency. That's it.
Okay. And next, I would like to invite Rudar to say something about her forum, right?
Yeah, good morning, Rudar here. I attended the public policy forum for C.A.R. and I want to explain a couple things. You newcomers are listening to this and hearing all of these abbreviations, all these numbers and all these names, and what does it mean? So I think, first of all, I want to explain when Tomas or Tom or, you know, any of these speakers said something like SB 1105 by Wsgbr. Okay, what does it mean? SB is a Senate bill. 1105 is the number that has been assigned to that Senate bill. The speaker who has given his authority to write this bill has his name after the bill or her name after the bill. You'll get to hear a lot of these names repeated depending on their specialty, whether they're for or against apartments, tenants, housing, or whatever issues they have. So it could be very, very confusing. What you need to know is if you're not in politics, get out of real estate. I was told that 50 years ago, and that has been my motto. You have to be involved in politics in order to survive in this business. Okay, the one thing that came up in our public policy was how many members there are in the association, in the California Association of Realtors. Nobody has mentioned that yet. There are 230,600 C.A.R. members. That's a lot of people. We are a dynamic organization. Public policy starts with a bill. C.A.R. looks at every single bill to see if it's real estate related. And if it is, then C.A.R. picks up on it, brings it to the committee, whether it be taxation or legislation or whatever. And that committee then dissects that bill to decide if it's something that we should be involved in. You've heard some of these bills, they're stupid. I mean, it's ridiculous to have a homeowner having to fill out information about their tenants, what they make, where they work, what is your income as the owner of the property if you're a mom and pop property. They want all this information to be categorized in a database somewhere that's going to be private. And for what reason? You know, why do they want to create more bureaucracy? So this is something that your political dollar will go for. And that's my 2 cents. The forum taught me the beginning of a bill, an idea that you have, and how it processes through the committees and the people, and it's a real process. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And next we have Jeff Huang. And Jeff is also a first-time attendee, aren't you not?
Yes, I'm a first-time attendee. And,
quite an eye-opener, isn't it?
It was a huge eye-opener in terms of our process, in terms of getting things onto the ballot. So first off, good morning, everyone. I'm here to report on the Land Use and Environmental Committee, along with Sustainability and Climate Change Task Force. There are 6 action items. I'll do a rapid fire. The first one is C.A.R. supports AB 2705, which will require developers constructing 10 units or more located within a very high fire hazard severity zone to increase fire safety from wildfire risk. The second one is C.A.R. will watch AB 2889 to require electrical corporations with more than 50% of its service area in a high threat fire district to include in its 2023 wildfire mitigation plan a multi-year underground plan for at least 7 years and no more than 10. The third one is C.A.R. favors SB 1078 to create the sea level rise revolving loan pilot program to local jurisdictions for the purchase of coastal properties in the jurisdiction that is identified as vulnerable coastal properties. The fourth one is C.A.R. opposes unless amended AB 1445 to identify but not constrain development planning within the regional planning process for impacts caused by climate change, including emergency evacuation route capacity, wildfire risk, and sea level rise. The fifth action item is C.A.R. supports, if amended, SB 1217 to include C.A.R. in the State Regional Collaborative for Climate Equity and Resilience, which seeks to recommend new guidelines for sustainable community strategies to the Air Resource Board for adoption by December 2025. The last one is C.A.R. supports AB 2492, which prohibits a city or county from inspecting the interior of a qualified factory-built housing development for compliance if it already has been approved by the DHCD, which is the Department of Housing and Community Development, and to provide a developer a density bonus. Thank you. That concludes my report.
Thank you very much. And next we will have Nanette Ong. And Nanette, due to the time constraint, you will have short time to rapid fire.
Thanks for the short notice to edit my speech here.
Yeah.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Nanette Ong. I attended the C.A.R. spring meetings in Sacramento in April and attended many productive sessions during the time. A few of them being the Fair Housing and Diversity Forum and the Diversity Committee meeting. While C.A.R. works on ensuring and supporting fair housing acts and policies that protect everyone in California from discrimination when renting or buying a home, getting a mortgage loan, or seeking housing assistance, or engaging in other housing-related activities, it is also important to understand and embrace the diverse realtor community who are also members of C.A.R., which would be you and I. C.A.R. is a platform, and with a diversified C.A.R. platform, we can better understand how to ensure fair housing for all. With that, we have the C.A.R. Diversity Committee to promote diversity and inclusionary programs. Some notable items I wanted to share are the upcoming events that foster diversity and inclusionary programs in which all of us can partake in. One of the events is the Women Up Conference from August 30th to September 1st of this year in Huntington Beach at the Paseo Hotel and Spa. Even though the real estate industry is predominantly female, women are underrepresented in leadership positions at both the brokerage and senior management levels. The goal of C.A.R.'s Women's Initiative is to create a community where mentors and leaders can communicate, collaborate, advocate for, and support one another. Now, this is ironic because this is a Women Up initiative. So how does that include the men? Well, you men can put on makeup, grow some hair. By the time August comes, you are ready to go because I'm sure they would not refuse you to attend and shave. Another program is the Latino Professionals Network, LPN, which creates community and networking opportunities for realtors to build strong support systems, increase business opportunities, and break down barriers. You can join them on Facebook and learn more about them. C.A.R. also has the C.A.R. YPN, which is a separate YPN from local associations. The purpose of the C.A.R. Association Realtors Young Professionals Network is to facilitate opportunities for involvement in association leadership through education and networking. Lastly, I wanted to share that C.A.R. is accepting applications for leadership roles in C.A.R. through June for those of you who are interested in being more involved and diversified and more inclusive. These are some of the initiatives C.A.R. is implementing to cultivate diversity. With that, I conclude my update.
Thank you very much. And next we have Zhang. Shun, take it away.
Thank you, Brian. Well, my name is Shun. Zhang. I make it real quick. This is also my first time attending the Sacramento C.A.R. As well. 2 years ago, I was supposed to go, but unfortunately it was shut down. So no in-person meeting. But this was an eye-opening for me. With the process, how we talk to, what we're being trained, how we talk to the Assemblyman Mike Wong or our Senators Susan Rubio. These are all important process. Even though we go, sometimes we have to stand in the hallway. But again, these are important to be there to support, to talk to our assemblymen, to tell them why our industries are important, that we need their support. So I was there for the global, and global real estate did not have any actions at the time, items. But they did talk about crypto in the future. It's still far away, but in the future, I believe there will be some transaction will be using cryptos, which Tomas had a representative came to the board and explain the crypto process more in details. So in that's pretty much all I have. But we also had Oscar Wei came in and give us a presentation on the economic as well.
Thank you very much, Sean. And last but not least, we have immediate past president Mindy Ye also attended. Is Mindy unmuted? Mindy, are you there? Hi, Mindy.
Give her a minute to unmute.
Can you unmute? Can we hear you? She's still muted. You need to.
Okay, I got it. I just got it muted.
Okay, great.
Thank you. Good morning, Wsgbr family and friends. Thank you for the opportunity to share with you the information on committees that I had attended last one in Sacramento. So one of them was transaction and regulatory committee. So there was a motion, what position, if any, should C.A.R. take on AB, Assembly Bill 2745 by Irwin, a bill which would restrict the experience provision for real estate broker's license applicant and allow a master's degree in real estate to be considered in lieu of 2 years general real estate experiences. C.A.R. support if amended the AB 2745 to require 2 years of general real estate experience to have taken place within the 5-year period immediately prior to the date of the application of the broker's license, regardless of education. And then they also touch on iBuyer real estate sales. It's a AB 2224 by McCarthy. The question is, what position C.A.R. takes if a bill which requires that iBuyer companies work with local real estate agents when selling property in California? So C.A.R. opposed that unless amended, that the iBuyer companies to work with real estate agents, to establish appropriate safeguard contractual frameworks, install realtors for liability to provide negotiation compensation to those services. And then I also attended the DER, Department of Real Estate Forum. They are requiring on new continuous education requirements on license that expires starting January 1st, 2023 for continuing education. Senate Bill 263 adds the interactional components to fair housing courses. They're going to add to, what Nanette mentioned about diversity. They're going to an implicit bias. So they're going to add 2 hours, when you renew your license starting next year on components regarding impact, biases, and consumer historical social impact of those biases.
Indeed, we're running out of time.
9 hours. Yeah. And then also, on homeowner housing committee, there's an action that C.A.R. opposed AB 2619 by Patterson, which seeks to remove the 6-person limitation in current law that limits the commercials of residential neighborhoods of a residential care facility. That's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mindy, for a wonderful report. And I do want to invite all of our members. C.A.R. meetings are open to all C.A.R. members, which you are all realtors, you're part of C.A.R. So please, anytime that there is a C.A.R. business meeting, plan to attend. Listen to these discussions with your own ears. You'll find out it is amazing out there. There is a whole wide world about real estate that's other than local real estate sales. Yes.
Thank you, Brian.
Okay.
Nobody mentioned C.A.R. Have a money season scholarship. Woman up. You pursue real estate class or get a broker license, or a real estate class become a real estate lawyer. C.A.R. has money in that. I'm part of the foundation, scholarship foundation. We have money in that. Just encourage you guys, younger guys.
Thank you, Ben. Thank you, Ben. Okay, on behalf of the West San Gabriel Realtors, we would like to thank our guest speaker for his very informative presentation. And thank you to the panelists. A lot of information to chew, okay? Okay, now let's move on. It is time for our Wsgbr drawings. So we're gonna start with the attendance drawing. Right now is it's a $450.
I'm sorry, it's $475.
$475. That's too bad, $475. The next one will be $500. Now we're gonna do the Wsgbr store drawing. Winners will receive a $10 gift certificate to the Wsgbr store. We'll begin with there's gonna be 4 winners, 2 virtual and 2 live. Let's start with the virtual ones.
No, she's here.
Store drawing.
Yes, we're going.
Victoria True.
Not here.
Not here. Okay. Next. Frederick Lamb.
Not here.
Not here. That was a ghost. PBQ.
PBQ is here.
Congratulations, Jeannie.
She just needs to.
So now do we move on to the live attendees? Yeah, can you type your name and your email?
She's not unmuting herself.
Yes, I'm here.
There she goes.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Okay, congratulations.
Listen.
Helen, we did 3 tries, right? Do we
Right.
continue?
Yes, let's go live.
Now we go into the 2 live ones. These are live. People are attending.
Yeah, the tumbler.
Blanca, where are you?
No. Give him the tumbler. You sleep today?
That's what happened when you're having too much fun in Zoom meetings. Okay, we need 10. Congratulations, Wayne. Then, how about Karen Chen?
Wow.
Congratulations, Karen. Okay, let's move on with 50-50 wrapping. Where's the basket? How much do we have? We have $31.
You went way ahead of the agenda.
I went.
It's okay, go ahead. You went ahead of the
All right,
agenda.
433-678. Yeah, congratulations. Hortensia? Yes, 476. All right, so what's next? Let's see.
Go back because you went ahead of the agenda. Education?
Okay, this is about, please make sure to participate in our education classes. As you can see on the slide, we had the 45-hour license renewal, the 2022 legal update, the C.A.R. MLS virtual training, and the commercial seminar. We are back live. Join us at the association. We encourage you to join us in person. Now help us celebrate our 100 years. Join us for the luncheon on Wednesday, June 15th. You must RSVP. Check your email for more information. Also, save the day for our global summit on Friday, June the 3rd, from 4 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. And more information will follow soon. Just a reminder, the Wsgbr will be closed on Monday, May 30th, in observance of the Memorial Day holiday. Have a safe and happy Memorial Day. Please join us next week and meet the recipient of the Wsgbr Foundation Scholarship. And once again, congratulations, Wsgbr, on your 100th year. Thank you for everyone for joining our meeting, and thank you so much for having me as the chair of the MLS breakfast meeting. And I would like to invite all the members to join our committee, the MLS Technology. Thank you so much. This meeting is now adjourned.